there are no easy solutions. We must push forward. We're living in an intense, vibrant period of history, and it's becoming increasingly urgent to plan our country's future. It will take creativity, flexibility, and technological innovation. We need speed and expertise to manage this change. At this moment, Milan's reputation is at an all-time high. Politecnico is an attractive, large, open laboratory in the heart of Milan, featuring the innovative study programs needed to prepare for new professions and to face new challenges. The research and experimentation of today will illuminate tomorrow. We need creativity and intuition. This is a great opportunity. The challenges that lie before us are tough. Now's the time to take our destiny into our own hands, to seize the day, to pioneer the change. We must stay switched on. There's a need for transformation that cannot be overlooked.
Great, welcome to this webinar. I hope you already enjoyed a little bit of the introduction, and it could be you next year to study in Milano. Welcome to this webinar. My name is Luc Mulling. I'm the moderator of today, and before we go over to the presenters, I will briefly explain to you a little bit what options you have, because this is an interactive webinar, and we like to interact with you as much as possible. Although it's online, we still have certain ways of interacting. So first of all, of course, you can ask questions. That is, you can write questions at any time, and you can do that through the panel called Q&A. So at the right bottom, you see there questions, and you can write your questions there, and we will be dealing with these questions at the end. So we will be trying to answer them, and if not, in any case, they are sent over to the staff of Politecnico di Milano. What else do you see there? You see also polls. So we will open up a poll. Actually, we already opened one up for you, just to get to know you a little bit better. So throughout the session, we open up a couple more, especially at the end. So thanks for providing some of your feedback. And what else do we have? We have options to react, and that is through emoticons. So just to have a little bit of fun part in this session, you can give a thumbs up. Yeah, that's the one. Thanks. And other options are there at your fingertips. We hope, of course, to see the good positive ones, but do react with your emotions to any of the presentation, just to feel you're there and interact with us a little bit more in a fun way. All right, and maybe last but not least, we do have a chat option. There you can also write maybe where you're from. Since we have people joining in, seeing by the names from different countries. So by all means, let us know where you're from, just to give it a bit more of a personal touch as well. And welcome everyone. We go over now to the presenters that are lined up for you in Milano. and they will explain how a successful career starts with high quality education, as the title is. And we go over to Francesca Deste, and she will introduce herself and her team. So go ahead.
Hi, Luke, and hi, everyone. Welcome to our talk today. My name is Francesca. I'm from the Students Recruitment Office of Politecnico di Milano. So we basically promote the university and make students aware of our very beautiful university. With me today, I have Chiara, my colleague.
Yeah, thank you, Francesca. Yeah, welcome everybody. My name is Chiara, and I work with Francesca in getting in contact with international students interested in studying at Politecnico di Milano.
And we also have our student, Youssef.
Yeah, as you know, my name is Youssef. I'm a second year master's student here in Politecnico di Milano. I'm doing automation and control engineering. I'm happy to be here. Go ahead.
Okay, so basically today we will have a look at how is it life as a student at Politecnico di Milano and at our academic offer, of course. So let's start by having a look at our presentation and saying some words about Politecnico di Milano. First of all, Politecnico di Milano is a technical university. It's a very well-renowned university in Italy and internationally, in the academia world and in the companies world. And it's based in the city of Milan, in northern Italy, which is a really important city in our country. I will ask to, as a first question to Youssef, how was your experience in Milan as a student?
Yeah, thank you, Francesca. The thing is about Milan is one of the big cities in Italy. And it's a big city and international, so you're going to find a lot of people from multiple cultures. So there's no worry about you. So if you're an international student coming to Milan, no worries, you're not going to be alone. There's going to be tons of people around there. That's the first thing. There are tons of attraction in the city. For example, the Last Supper painting from Leonardo Museum. You're going to love it. You have to visit it first thing. When you come here, then there's the big Duomo, Castello. You're gonna love those stuff. Don't worry about it. The city is very lovable. If you like a big city with multicultural people, you're gonna love it.
That's good. And Milan is where we have the two main campuses of our university, but we also have other campuses. So as you can see here, overall we have 7 campuses at Politecnico di Milano. So it's the largest technical university in Italy. And apart from the 2 campuses in Milan, which host some engineering programs, some programs in architecture, and all the programs in design, we also have other 5 campuses. So I want to ask Chiara to tell us a little bit about the campuses.
Yes, of course. It's very relevant to you guys because there are different programs offered in different campuses. So you can consider Milan, of course, but also some other cities like Lecco, Como, Piacenza, Cremona, and Mantova, which are all located very close to Milan. So now I see that you come from a very big countries like Russia, Colombia, India, Ecuador. So let's consider that Italy is much smaller than your countries, and so regional Lombardy is not so big for you. So very quickly you get to Milan from these cities, and at the same time you can also travel abroad or to the rest of Italy while you stay in here, because we have airports, there are very good train system, of course, and you can also drive through all our country and get very quickly to the other parts of Europe. And if I may add something about the campuses, there is always a reason why a specific program is offered on a specific campus. So when you apply or when you look at our programs, always check the campus name to know where it's going to be offered.
Yes, because on each campus there are specificities
Yeah.
and programs related to the territory.
Yes, it's true. Like, for example, Cremona campus offers program in the field of music, because a very important city from that point of view. Mantova offers a program in architecture, which is in architecture and history, because Mantova is an UNESCO city. So let's discover more on our website about that, but it's definitely true. There is always a reason why specific programs offered on that campus.
Perfect. By the way, I wanted to ask Yusuf, have you had the opportunity to visit some other cities in Italy or in Europe?
Yeah, the good thing about Italy being part of the EU and Schengen, so you're in Italy, you can travel all around Europe, so that's a good thing. So you can travel to Germany, France, everywhere. But even in Italy, you have tons of places to visit. For example, you have Venice, Florence, Rome, Turin. You're gonna love those cities. They're lovable, just I can say. When I visited them, I was just stunned. Oh, you're gonna love it.
Perfect, thank you. So we will have a look now at our programs. In the next slide. Perfect. So the main topic today is our engineering study programs, and which constitute the majority of our academic offer, as Politecnico di Milano was originally established as an engineering university back to more than 1.5 centuries ago. So everything you can think about the engineering field, from automation engineering, agricultural, all the fields of engineering are available at Politecnico di Milano. And all our Master of Science programs are held in English. So this allows our university to have students coming from really all over the world. And I want to ask once again, Yusuf, because you are our student, so I want to ask you about your experience in the program that you are studying, automation and control engineering.
Yeah, for sure. I can talk about it, but first of all, I have to talk about that why I chose automation and control engineering. First of the thing was that in my bachelor's, which was in mechanical engineering, I become fond of control courses, and so the good thing about Politecnico was that they had this dedicated program called Automation and Control Engineering, which combines mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and computer science. So that was a good thing for me. So I decided to apply for this program, and hopefully I could accept it. The thing about the courses is that they organize it in a beautiful way. The first thing, for the first semester, they're going to talk about all the courses in mechanical engineering. Then afterward, for the second semester, they're going to talk about electrical stuff. And then in the third semester, it's going to be all about the computer science and implementing all those algorithms. And finally, it would be your thesis, and you're going to choose whichever subject you like to work on. So they give you the basic understanding on the whole situation of the programs, and then you can go in depth with your thesis. That's what I liked about it so far.
Thank you. And we'll have a look at the next slide with all our programs in engineering, of course. And maybe Chiara wanted to add something to.
Yes, of course. Yes, as Yusuf said, the study experience is very intense. Yeah,
for sure.
So, of course, a lot of programs are quite demanding programs. The last 2 years, and they offer a very wide. They cover a wide range of topics. Some of them have been offered for decades already. So we might mention mechanical engineering, management engineering, or computer science and engineering, for example. Others are really brand new because what happens is that Politecnico is always very in connection with the needs of the society, of the companies, and so new programs open every year. So today we present you this list of programs, but maybe in 2 months you will find a new program in the list. All of them are very well structured, as the staff said, and of course they require you to have a background related to what you want to study during your master.
Yeah, as they are Master of Science programs, right? So let's see the next topic of our talk, which is, if I don't mistake, fees and scholarships. Let's have a look at the next slide. Here it is. So, this is a really interesting topic for all the students. And so once again, I ask you, Chiara, how much you're studying a Master of Science at Politecnico di Milano? Do programs have all the same prices? And are there any scholarship opportunities for our students?
Definitely, yes, of course. Well, we want to remind the students that the engineering field of Politecnico di Milano is very well ranked. Sorry, just want to add this just to inform you that we are 13th in the world according to US University ranking, thanks to our, of course, teaching method and teaching quality. But what is nice to know is that this atmosphere in this university can be attended with a, let's say, reasonable price, because it's a public university. So non-European students pay 3,900 euros per year, while European students pay according to the family income between 900 and 3,900 euros per year. At the same time, we also would like to have top students at our university, and some of them might not be able to afford the tuition fees. So we have a selection of merit-based scholarships offered by the university itself, which don't require an application, and they are called Platinum, Gold, and Silver, cover the tuition fees, plus provide the student with a pocket money of 10,000 or 5,000 euros per year. So let's say that the academic experience at Politecnico di Milano is possible, and also thanks to the government of Italy, which offer scholarships such as the Investor in Talent in Italy or the Maelci scholarship, which other differently by compared to merit-based scholarship require an application.
Right. So many scholarship opportunities for our students, yes. And especially if you are a talented student and you have a very good background in the field of engineering, you have many opportunities. So now let's have a look at another interesting topic about the university. So basically, the university offers many services to its students, as it's important to take care also of the social part, and sports also are really important at Politecnico di Milano. And we have very good sports facilities, also new sports facilities here in the Leonardo campus. We are broadcasting from the main campus in Milano. And many activities are organized throughout the year. So we have different poly run, they're called, so runs between the campuses. We have championships, so you can practice several sports at Politecnico di Milano, and also this is an occasion to meet other students and get to know our other students at Poly. I want to ask Youssef if you have had any experience, or you will.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. The thing is, as I just said, there are tons of events available in Politecnico. So for me personally, I applied for the Politecnico one. It happens like in 10 days, so I have to get prepared for running. But the thing is, I'm gonna meet a lot of people over there, and for our engineering students who just sit around and do coding stuff and always are behind their desk looking at the laptops. So that's a good thing to just get moving and do some kind of sports and meet other people, same as you. So it's gonna be a good experience. I look forward to it. Let's see. Pray for me to finish the line. It's a 10-kilometer run, so.
But also the staff can participate.
Yeah, I did once. I survived. So it's very enjoyable. Also because spring is the best time to be here. I would say that. So if you have a plan to come to Milan, just consider coming in spring or early autumn, yeah. Which is when we have the Politecnico run in general, so autumn and spring. And I might add that while Politecnico Milano tries to take care of the students' life also not only academically, but also from other points of view. So you will find here events, concerts, associations you can join. Of course, you can go on practicing your sport as well as other passions you might have: theater, singing, playing guitar, or whatever. So it's all our students are really very active, and also the university tries to offer this kind of experience to you.
Right. So let's see what is next. So Politecnico is not only about having fun and practicing sports, but is also demanding university where you will do many activities and where research plays a fundamental role. So it's really important a focus of our university. Also because our university has a strong collaboration with corporate research, so it benefits from very good structures and laboratories and so on. So I want to ask Chiara, can you provide us with some data about research at Politecnico?
Definitely, yes. As you can see here, and as you said, well, we are first university in Italy for projects funded by the European Commission. So this is thanks to the quality of research, the quantity of articles signed by professors and PhD students and researchers working at Politecnico di Milano, and these all led to, I mean, the numbers you see on the screen. A lot of people work in the labs. We have more than 400 labs, of course, and we also have some categories which are very important, such as the wind tunnel, just to mention one of them, which is very well known, where also companies run their tests. So it's very important as an area. I would say that research is a mission for Politecnico di Milano. So we really want students to be involved in research. Well, it's not like you come here and suddenly you are involved in the research area, because of course you need first to be trained and to be to get involved, to get used to also the teaching method and study method, which might be different compared to yours. But at the end of the day, I think if I can add something about this, you will be there.
Yeah, the thing is, it's more, all the theses are mostly research-based, and mostly all the professors are in collaboration with the industry. So most of the research are coming from the industry. So you can see your theoretical stuff that you study come in practice, and you can implement those stuff that you have studied theoretically, just some words in the paper, come in play and do some actions in real life. So that's a good thing. For instance, I'm doing a thesis as of right now. The professors are working in automation control engineering, which the project comes from Ferrari, and it's called augmented reality in vehicles. So I'm a part of a team that works on this project for quite a long time. So it's a collaboration between Ferrari and us, and we're working together. So that's going to be quite an experience, and you're going to do high-end technical stuff. So you're going to love it if you're into research.
Well, and Ferrari is one of the companies, of the many companies collaborating with Politecnico di Milano. And in the next slide, we will have a look at our services offered by the career service. So we have many companies registered with our career service, the office providing our students support in finding a job opportunity. And so, Chiara, maybe you can provide us with some data about students' employability and with some data about our career service. How does it work?
Definitely, yes. Well, the career service is the link between the university and the job market. So let's say that we as a university don't leave the students after they graduate. We try to be with them during their research for a job, even before graduation. So the career service is where you can go physically or virtually to get the help and the support to attend job fairs they organize every year, to be on workshops they organize on specific topics, and then of course to look for job and internship opportunities. The statistics speak by themselves, I would say. So we have 82% of international students work within 1 year from graduation, and they work in the field of study. They have been studying during their master, and several of them stay in Italy after they graduate for finding a job. So it means probably that they had a good experience in Italy, that the job opportunities offered in Italy are very good, of course, and also we can say that this is that, let's say, it's important to know that you might consider studying Italian, and in fact you will have to study Italian while you study Politecnico di Milano.
I would like to add one thing. Of this 82% of students finding a job within 1 year from graduation, there's 40% even finding a job before they graduate. So our students are really taken into very good consideration by the company's work. And well, we have to finish with yourself and with your experience. I know that you got in touch with our career service and you used their help.
Yeah, for sure. That was really helpful. To be honest, during my studies, like around December, I applied for the career service companies that were inside career service. So I applied for them. So I got like 8 interviews, which was great before even I graduated, and they took in consideration. And they said, yeah, everything's fine. So don't worry about finding a job in career service. I assure you, don't worry about it. You can find a job.
Engineers.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yes, and by the way, you can go yourself on the website of the career service and look for the statistics related to the Master of Science you're interested in, because everything is published.
And the job and internship offers.
Yes.
So, well, thank you very much. I think that we are at the end of our presentation. I hope it was informative for you and inspiring. So we had a look on at the Politecnico academic offer, where we located our cities, the campuses' specificities, especially cost and scholarship opportunities, and other important aspects such as the career service and the sports activities. Now we are available. If you have any questions for us, we will be happy to answer.
Exactly. Great. Well, thanks, first of all of you for the presentation so far, and for the audience joining in from different parts of the world. So that's great to see. And yeah, now is the time you can ask your questions. So this is for the live audience, but I also want to mention that for people that watch the recording, you can still write your questions. Even though you're watching a recording, do go ahead and take advantage. So write your questions. They will be sent through to the staff of Politecnico di Milano. Of course, we cannot answer them the questions right now in this session, but so they can do that afterwards, probably by email. So you can all participate when you're watching the recording. And I just saw somebody asking if it was being recorded. So the answer with that is yes. So if you missed something, you can actually stay on and start watching it from the beginning later. All right, let's go dive in some questions from the audience. We have a question, first of all, from Juan. Juan is asking, what do you mean with a good background on engineering science to apply for a scholarship?
Well, you need to have a background in the same field of studies, as this is a Master of Science program. So you need to have the basic knowledge in the field of study in the program that you apply for. So you should come from the engineering field. There are some courses which are similar to each other or in the same family, let's say. So, for example, you first studied mechanical engineering, and then at Politecnico di Milano decided to apply for a Master of Science in Automation and Control Engineering in a closed field of studies. And so the same is valid for other programs. But on our website, if you visit each program page, you will find specific criteria, specific requirements as far as each program is concerned.
Okay, I will start actually sharing the link to the engineering programs. I've been sharing a couple of links before about the scholarship and the career service, but here is the link to the list of engineering programs. So if you click on that, it opens, and you can then, by your own pace later, I would say after the session, watch it and have a look at the details. Okay, we have another question. Well, I think this was being answered. Is there a master in civil engineer? I believe the answer is yes.
Yes, we have civil engineering, and we have civil engineering for risk mitigation. And consider that within our programs, you will be able to choose a specific stream of studies. So within civil engineering, there are streams like hydraulics, structures, earthquake engineering. So check our website where you can find also the different tracks within the program itself.
Okay, great. Thank you, Francesca. And next question from Yves. And Yves is asking, are international students allowed to work while studying?
Our international students, I want to ask these questions to yourself, who is working with our office.
Yeah. The thing is that you have the 20 hours of opportunity per week. So you can work 20 hours. So you cannot do full time, but you can do part-time job in here. So that's what you can get with the student visa in Italy.
And there's a possibility to work within the university offices for 150 hours. The job is doing right now.
And sorry, we can say also that European students instead can work full time if they want. But of course, you have to highlight that honestly, working full time and attending Politecnico di Milano might be challenging.
Very challenging.
It's very challenging.
Okay, thank you, Yusuf. Great to hear your input as well. Thank you. The next question is from Haru Tune, if I say that right. And he wrote us in Italian. I assume he speaks English too. But the question was, he's from Armenia and he would like to study in Italy, but is not studying in a university. Is there a program? So I guess you need a university degree to be able to go to a master's, I assume.
Yes, you need to have a university bachelor's degree in order to apply for a master program. Otherwise, you may consider to apply for a bachelor program. But consider that the majority of our bachelor programs are taught in Italian language. So we suggest you to consider Politecnico for possible Master of Science program in English.
Or civil engineering in bachelor degree, because we have it.
Civil engineering is English.
Okay, great. I hope that answers your question, Harutun. Question from Juan: do you have a rough estimate on the cost of living?
So cost of living, how much more or less?
If you consider housing like around 450, 500 euros per month, so at time like 12, that's going to be for the year. And for the groceries and stuff, you can estimate around 150 to 250 euros per month. So that would be for each month. So roughly estimate, you have to do the math. I'm not good. I need a calculator. I'm an engineer. I need a calculator.
Roughly is around 800 euros per month.
Then, if I may, I would like to have that in the campuses. I mean, in the other cities, the cost of life is less. So because the rent in Milan is quite a thing. So it might be expensive, but in other cities like Lecco, Cremona, Mantova, and Piacenza, we mentioned before, the rent is much cheaper. So it depends on where you go. If you stay in Milan, let's consider about 800 euros per month.
Right. Yeah.
Perfect. Great. Thank you, all of you. I hope that gave a bit of an indication. We're getting the thumbs up, so I assume that is good. Great. Thank you. Akif is asking, will there be a webinar about the PhD as well?
So we do have PhD programs. There are 20 PhD programs in Politecnico di Milano, all of them, once again, held in English. PhD programs last 3 years, and the application opens once a year in March, April, and the program starts in November. I take this opportunity, I'm sorry, to also inform you that the application for the second semester of our Master of Science programs will be open very soon. So in 2 days, the application will be open for the Master of Science programs for the second semester, starting in February 2023. And in September, you will be able to apply for the first semester 2023, starting in September 2023.
And if we go back to the PhD question, 1 second, we can say that the application requires you to write an essay, like an abstract of the project you would like to work on, during your PhD. And of course, you need to have a master completed before entering a PhD here. And again, the master should be in the field of study you select for your PhD.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'm dropping now a link to the application deadlines, and so on the application as well. I think you can apply through that link, if I'm not mistaken. And so you find more information there as well. So if you click on that, it will open, and you can, at your own pace, have a look. Let's see, we have another question. Jacob is asking if you can suggest any scholarship which helps him to pay the yearly fee. So you already mentioned some things about the scholarships. Jacob is from Armenia. I don't know if that's based on country.
Yeah, we have scholars. So Politecnico di Milano merit-based scholarships are open to all international students with no application. So our students simply apply to the program of interest, or to up to 2 programs of interest. Our international admission office and our professors will evaluate your application, and then you will be considered, if admitted, for a possible merit-based scholarship. In addition, there are other scholarship opportunities offered by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And for example, if I don't mistake, Investor Talent Italy is also open for Armenian students. This type of scholarship projects by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs are dedicated to some countries, which may change from one year to the other. So my suggestion is to have a look at our website, where you have the link to the governmental page. And also another suggestion for all the international students to get informed, because from your country there may be funding opportunities for studying abroad purposes. So have a look, because in some countries, as far as we know, there are projects for funding studies abroad.
Okay, great. Thank you. Hope that answered that question from Jacob, and for others who wondered. I put the link of the scholarships also in the chat. So in case you missed it, or you want to make sure, also for the people that are watching the recording, again, there you at least can click right away and watch that information. Next question is from Yves. Yves is asking, do PhD students need to submit a proposal, or are there projects with a clear scope? Well, this is about the PhD, but can you answer?
Maybe Yusuf, you.
I'm not in detail. I don't know, but I just know that you have to submit like a 4,000 proposal, not very in detail proposal, but just give an abstract idea of what you want to do. So after that, they're gonna see if the proposal is good for them or not, and then they can consider for you for a scholarship as well. So
we also suggest usually to students to get in contact with the professor You find all the information on our website in the section dedicated to PhD studies in order to get in touch with the professor and get to know whether your idea of research project could be fine with them. And also, I was stating, it's really important also to have curriculum vitae. So among the required documents, you will be also asked to upload your curriculum vitae, which is also important within the application process. Do you want to add something?
Just to mention, for example, you can contact some professors. They have ongoing projects for some PhD students, so you don't need kind of write a proposal. The professor already has it. So if you agreed on the subject, he can give you or she can give you the proposal and you submit it for the application. So that's the thing.
Yeah, let's say that if you're interested in PhD at Politecnico di Milano, you can, of course, have a look on the website. But then again, be in contact with the professors because they might have open positions that are not included in the official call, and you might fit in it. So let's suggest you to get in contact with the professors.
Okay, great. Thank you, Chiara, as well for the addition, and all of you, of course. I hope that answered that question. We had a question, a follow-up from Harutun, asking if there was an age limit to apply.
The answer is simple, no. There's no age limit. It's just important that you have the right academic background, so that you have an academic background in the same field of studies, and recognize the bachelor diploma if you want to apply for a Master of Science. So we are open to students of any age if they have the right requirements.
Great. Good to hear. Thank you.
Thank you.
Question from Omaima is asking what level of language and what language is needed for admission?
So we ask for an English language certificate, and the level is intermediate. So, for instance, if you take the IELTS, we ask for the level 6, or we accept other certificates, and the level is the same. So it's an intermediate. If you apply, all our programs are held in English, or almost all of them. So if you apply to an English language, to an English program, you don't have to speak Italian language, and you will not have to submit an Italian language certificate. If you are, by the way, studying Italian language, you may upload an Italian language certificate level B1. Otherwise, at Politecnico di Milano, you will be able to study for free Italian language. And it's suggested actually it's required for the graduation and suggested for your life and your experience in it.
Okay, great. Thank you. I will provide the link now to the entry requirements. So that is, again, maybe useful for all of you to check it out at your own pace again if you want to look at more information. So go ahead and check that link. We got another question. Monica is asking, I studied in the US. Do I need to prove English levels?
No, in this case, you don't have. If you have done at least 3 years of bachelor degree in English, you are, of course, exempted from providing the English language certificate. It will be enough to prove it with your transcript.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. At this stage, I don't see further questions. So for now, I hope we're able to answer the questions. Oh, we just got some more in. So I was just going to say we still have some minutes, so take advantage. And I think if I say correctly, Arina just did that. There's no opportunity to take an IELTS or TOEFL exam in Russia, according to the current situation. Are there any alternatives for Russian applicants how to prove the level of English?
Well, yeah, at the moment there are other certificates to accept, like Cambridge, for example, TOEIC as well. Of course, you have to check if they are available at the moment. Otherwise, we have, let's say, some flexibility in terms of deadlines, but it's something you can, I mean, ask us by email, so we know the specific situation, if you are applying, if you will apply, if you are being admitted. So every situation is, let's say, considered differently according to the student's position. So yeah, if you are still about thinking about applying, of course there will be a solution and more time to solve the situation. If you're been admitted already and you are about to come, just contact us and we will discuss your case.
Just consider that Sarah was saying the language certificate. For the language certificate, we give you extra time in order to get it and to provide us with the certificate. So consider that during this time there will be maybe more opportunities for taking tests.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Hope that answered that question as well. And again, we do have a couple of minutes more left for the live audience. And of course, again, the people watching the recording, you can also still write your questions. You can participate, of course, in the polling as well. So we like to hear from everybody, whether it's live or you're watching the recording, you all count. Do participate in the polling. We have already opened up a couple of questions. So thanks everyone for providing us a little bit more insight in your academic and professional background when you're considering to apply. And we asked if you're interested but not applying, why that would be. So just to get a bit more insight on your thoughts and your expectations. So great. If there are no further questions, slowly we will round off the session. So I think at this stage, well, there is a question in the chat I see. Now, this is a bit different than I think than from the master program, but this is about the exchange program. Jacob is asking. I wonder if you know that, if you have an exchange program with Armenian universities, for example, with Yerevan State.
Well, sorry, we don't really know, but definitely you can check on our website. There is a list of all the countries and all the universities we have agreement with. So yeah, I would suggest and invite you to do so.
So Jacob, have a look and see if there's an exchange program option.
Well, by the way, if we can add a line to this topic, we didn't mention it, but Politecnico di Milano has more than 300 agreements in terms of exchange programs. So I guess your university is among this number, but I don't want to say so because I'm not sure. But it's definitely a place where you can come and take the opportunities also to go abroad for another experience.
We have many international students who study here, but also apply for an exchange program, or a double degree program abroad. So there are many opportunities also to go somewhere else and to do part of your studies at another country.
And to meet people that come here from abroad for their exchange program.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a very international experience.
Great.
I think that can confirm.
There are a lot of international people.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. I think so far those were the questions received. We just received a new one, I see. So just on the edge. So Yves is asking, what's the average GPA of accepted students to the master degree? Do you know something about that?
Well, it depends on the country where you got degree. So there is no average. There are specific country requirements. So we set some specific basic GPA we accept. So let's say we're talking about Iran, where because we have Youssef here and he had to get to provide a specific GPA, which is 14.5 as a minimum or above. So just to give you an example, but it depends on the country.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I just see another question via chat. Alexandra is asking, can I get into a different master program than it was my bachelor's? I guess it depends on the type, right?
It depends on how much the Master of Science you select is similar, far away, or similar to the bachelor you have studied. So I would suggest you to have a look at our programs page, where you will find the syllabus of each program, and to check whether the program is so different or whether there are similar courses.
Yes, and we can also you can also say that, let's say if we talk about, I don't know, switching from I don't know, interior design to another design program, or design and engineering, for example, which we offer. Okay, that's possible. If we talk about mechanical to automation and control, that's definitely possible. If we talk about economics to management engineering, it's definitely a thing you can do. If we talk about psychology to design, no. Or philosophy to automation engineering, no. So it really depends on what you're talking about. But that, as Francesca said, on each program page you will find the requirements, and you can definitely or contact us.
Okay, so I just put the link to the programs again on the screen, so there you can click and should be able to find more information. So I hope that is answering that. Thank you very much. I think yes, so might be, if you your question was not answered, it maybe was specific and personal to you, so we can still come back to you afterwards. But otherwise, let us know if there's still last questions. You can take advantage, and also please do fill out the polling if you haven't done so yet. I will open up a last polling in a second. Oh, I think there's another question. Yeah, I think that's the GPA requirement. So we covered that, I think, Nare, because it depends per country. So we can see to come back on that. And yeah, without further ado, I think slowly round off the session. I saw a great turn up from the audience, first of all. So great to see people joining in from all parts of the world. We had Belarus, Armenia, India, Colombia, Russia, well, Germany, Netherlands, Ecuador, US. I mean, there are a whole big range, I think, of pretty much all continents were here almost, and great to see that. Yeah, we hope you find the session useful. That is actually my next polling question that I will put now on the screen, and thank you for answering that. Let us know how you feel the session went from a scale to 1 to 5, and the 5 being awesome. So that way we get an idea on yeah, how useful it was for you. Thanks to let us know. And well, I see already some awesome replies, so great. And yeah, maybe last word over to Francesca, just quickly checking if we have another question. And no, that's it. So last words over to you in Milan.
Well, first of all, thank you for being here with us today. I think that the nationalities of the participants today are the proof that Politecnico is very well renowned in the world, and reflects the internationalization and the composition of our university in terms of international students. I hope that this chat that we have with you was informative and useful for you. It is actually the first time that we try this type of new webinar discussion. So we hope that you enjoyed it. And we really hope to see you in Politecnico di Milano soon among our students if you want to say something, or
Just definitely wanted to thank you, Steph, for being here with us, for sharing this experience, and last words to you about.
Thanks for having me. It was quite an experience for me. First, when I came here, it was the lockdown. The government helped a lot of the students, especially international students. And then after, we integrated with the people. There are warm Italian people, so don't worry about it. You are welcomed in Italy. Don't worry.
Grazie.
Thanks, Luke.
Grazie mille.
Thanks you, everyone. Bye bye for now.
Bye. Ciao. Ciao. Ciao.